Hello guys, we are back with our next lecture. In this lecture, let us go through different types of data types, guys. Okay, so basically data types are divided into two types, guys. So the first type is a primitive and the second type is secondary or non-primitive also. Few members call it as a non-primitive. Okay, so basically what is a primitive data type? So basically primitive data types are the predefined ones, guys. So these are predefined and well known to the compiler which you are using. So basically if you are using C compiler, so it knows the keywords or it knows what these words recognize. Okay, yes, so that is the reason why these are called as a primitive. Okay, so in primitive we are totally having the three different categories, guys. So the first is a numerical, character and boolean. So inside numerical we are having two types of numbers. So if you recall, when we are kids also we used to learn about two types of numbers. So the numbers with decimals and without decimal, right? So 11 is without decimal, 11.11 is with decimal. So without decimal are called as integers and with decimal are called as a float. Got it? Yes. Okay, so without decimal they are called as integers, with the decimal they are called as a float. Okay, yes. Okay, so inside int also we are having four different types. So byte is a really small and short is a bit lengthy. Int is greater than this short size. I am talking with respect to size. Int and long is a very long when compared to int. Okay, yes. So based on your requirement, so assume that you want to range your numbers are really low. At that time you can use byte. If it is a medium, you will go for short. If it is a large, you will go for int. If it is extra large, you will go for long. So in that way, based on your requirement, you will select. But in reality, when we are practicing, we are doing coding and all those things, we by default go with int. So basically int is enough for almost any kind of thing, guys. Okay, yes. Similarly, inside float we are having two types, float and double. So it is like medium and this is a extra large. So in that way the sizes. Okay, yes. So if you want the sizes, you can just google them, guys. So you can find them in terms of bytes and in terms of ranges also. Okay, yes. Character. So character is nothing but, so if you want to write your name, so assume that ABC you want to write this. So here each and every letter is a character, guys. Got it? Yes. Similarly boolean. Boolean is nothing but to store true or false. We'll be using boolean. So these are the predefined, guys. So if you directly write, so the syntax will be in this way. So data type, okay, variable name equal to value, semicolon. So the syntax will be in this way. So basically if you want to assign the value later, you can just define it and you can write the variable name is equals to value later on. So it's up to you. Okay, so in that way you can define everything. Okay, so anyway, while we are going through previous year questions, I'll be showing you how everything will work. Okay, so don't think too much about it. Okay, yes, some basic knowledge will be enough, guys. Okay, for solving the gate questions. Okay, yes. The secondary are nothing but non-primitive. So non-primitive are nothing but these are completely user defined, guys. So we are going to create them with the help of these primitives. So with the help of these primitives you will create. So the best example will be arrays, functions, pointers, structures and unions. Okay, yes. So anyway, while we are discussing the previous year questions, I'll be just covering these topics, guys. So these are really easy. Okay, and all the types of loops, printf, scanf and all those things will be explained while we are solving the questions. Okay, so basically now let us continue with some confusing topics like increment and decrement, pre-increment and post-increment. So these things few people will confuse. Pointers, scopes, resolution. So these things we'll be discussing in our upcoming lectures, and in this lecture let us continue with the pre and post increment and decrement, guys. Okay, so I'm 100% sure like around 50% of us will confuse in them, guys. So like normally we will think that okay, we are good with them, but when it comes to in examination, when we are checking the questions, we will get confused, like silly doubts we get. Okay, yes. So let me give you a small example. So I am talking about pre and post. Okay, so it might be increment or it might be decrement. It might be increment or it might be decrement. Okay, yes. So firstly let us discuss about pre-increment, guys. Okay, so pre-increment, so from the name you can say, so before your variable you will have the value additions. Okay, yes. So what does this exactly do? Okay, so the thing which it exactly do is, so what is the x value? So assume that x is equals to 9. Okay, So what it exactly does is it will increment x. Okay, so the thing is really easy, right? So it will increment x, but there is a catch here. So if it is a pre-increment, so if there is a something like substitution, so we are substituting it into y. Okay, so at that time, what it will store the value of y, guys? Will it be 9 or will it be 10? So few might be saying that okay, it will be 9. What's there in that? But you are wrong. It will be 10, guys. So if it is before plus x means it will increment instantly. Like it will increment 10 and then it will substitute the value to y. Got it? Yes. Similarly, if it is y is equals to x plus that is post increment. So in this situation, x is equals to 9. Whether it will be 9 or 10, guys. So now you will be saying that okay, it will increment and then it will substitute, right? But it's wrong. So basically it will increment in the next step, guys. So basically it will substitute the value y is equals to 9 and then it will increment the value to 10. So basically if it is a plus before, it will increment instantly. If it is after, it will increment after the particular step. Remember in that way, okay? Yes. Okay, so now you got an idea, right? Yes. So let us try in some other way. So assume that a function is returning plus x. Okay, one function is returning x plus. Assume that the value of x is a 9. So now what will be the result, guys? I think you can say that, right? So what is returned here? 10 will be returned here because increment is done first. So what will return here? Increment is done later. So 9 will be returned here. Got it? Yes. The same concept you can apply in decrement also, guys. So minus x means instantly it will do -1. Okay. Here what it will do? It will do after -1. Okay. Yes. So few of you, if you are new for this increment and decrement, what exactly is this operator is? So if you write x plus, it is nothing but x is equals to x plus 1, guys. Got it? Okay. So even plus x is also same. Okay. Yes. So this is about pre-increment and post-increment, guys. Like somewhat you got no idea, right? Yes. So anyway, while solving questions, you will get more idea. Okay. Yes. So one more important thing is shorthand notations. These are really popular to confuse students. So basically, if someone wants to write x is equals to x plus y, in examination, wantedly they write like this, is equals to y. So few students might be confused with this. So what is this exactly trying to say? X plus equal to y. Okay, so few might be confusing. So a simple trick for this is, so first close this operator, guys. So what you are seeing on the left side x, so write down it. Okay, so on this side what you are seeing equal to. So if you close it, x equal to. So now close this equal to. So x plus y, x is equals to x plus y. So that's what it is trying to say. So in this way you can decode the shorthand notations. Okay, yes. So now you got some basic idea about the concepts, right, which we have discussed now. Okay, so in the next lecture let us discuss about pointers, guys, because pointers are really interesting and they are an important topic to understand also, guys. So whenever you are creating linked list and everywhere we will be using pointer star. So that star is nothing but a pointer, guys. So we'll be discussing about that in the next lecture. Okay, yes. So let us meet in the next lecture. Thank you. Thanks for watching. Like, share and subscribe for more awesome videos like this. Thank you.